Yeah, I'm so happy. I am so happy. You see, just before the game ended, I told you guys something that I don't like the way the Egyptians are playing. It's like they are playing knowing very well that when they get to penalties, they'll win. It's like it's their bona fide right. Once it gets there, they have to win it. They've never lost on penalty in this tournament. I stand to be corrected. This is the first time they've done it. You could just look over the 120 minutes football we've seen. I think Senegal deserves to win this.
Egypt didn't look like scoring, to be honest.
Unless Mo Salah, as a team, defensively, in the attacking sense, Senegal by far was the better team. And look, football would have been so unfair if this country, with this generation of players, had not given themselves at least a trophy. The people of Dakar, the people of Senegal deserve an AFCON trophy. And these two teams will go at it again in March, in the World Cup qualifiers, where the first leg will be played in Egypt and the second leg will be played in Senegal. I think by far, in terms of quality, in terms of pedigree, player for player, Senegal has the better team. Most of us tipped them. In fact, I tipped them to get to the final. And if they were to get to the final, they'll win. And I'm so happy. Sadio Mane, who missed, was eventually the hero, together with his teammate from Chelsea or his brother from Chelsea, Edward Mendy. When I told him to stop misbehaving, you saw that. Just stand. You are big enough. Stand, pick a spot, and decide I'm going right. If he comes there, I'll make the save. That was how come he saved that ball. And for me, I'm so happy that the Egyptians' game plan for once did not materialize, because they came into this game only thinking of taking the game to penalties for them to go and win it. Yes, they won against Cote d'Ivoire due to a very I don't know how to use the word everybody
silly penalty.
Unlooking. How can you do that? You saw what he did that day? He unlooked. And then he didn't look at the keeper and the ball. He unlooked.
And then against Morocco, they deserved to win.
Yeah, against Morocco, Egypt. That was when they came out to play. Yeah. And they deserved to win. Against Cameroon, look, this game has played out just like the game against Cameroon. They didn't come to win in open play. Cameroon, if they had taken their chances, should have beaten Egypt. But hey, it's not about being beautiful. It's about being tactical, sticking to their game plan. But again, penalty shootout could go either way. Although there are the scientific aspect of the game like we saw.
But today, everybody's prepared.
Now, you remember I told you that I hope Citi took his players through this, because it would be so naive on the part of a top-class coach getting to this stage, not getting your team to practice penalties and have your preferred penalty takers in that order. So congratulations to Senegal. There you go. Your man is the man of the match. Of course, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Daniel, I mean, just talking through what the emotions would be for Senegal, like I was saying, they have suffered enough. They've come close on 3 occasions. They've lost out on each occasion. And we spoke about why the Senegalese players wanted to win it for Aliou Cissé. Yeah. Mani said he's the most criticized coach he has ever worked with. Mm-hmm. He's under intense pressure back home. Yes. But to even get to back-to-back finals in Africa, only Egypt have done that, I believe, in recent memory. Yeah. It's remarkable. And overall, we complain about the fact that the first 3 matches in the group stage, they didn't look like a team that was into any top gear at all. 3 matches, 1 goal, 2 0-0 draws. In their last 3 games before the final, they scored 8 goals.
Look,
in those knockout games. This is...
And you see, when we started the competition, I kept on saying that the most difficult part of the competition for me is the group stages. Just qualify. Once you qualify, it's 1 game at a time, and anything can happen. The team with the better game plan is a team that will progress. And that's what we saw. We saw, in fact, after the group stages, like the Nigeria-Tunisia game like this, we all know player for player, Nigeria is better than Tunisia. Nigeria played better football than Tunisia. But it's not about who plays a better football. It was about game plans. It was about taking it a game at a time. And that's what Senegal did. They were able to qualify from the group stages. And then from then, it was step by step by step. But you see, in as much as I'm happy for the players and everything, nobody can understand the sort of pain and very unfair criticism that Aliou Cisse has gone through.
Very unfair.
He was captain in 2002. He missed the penalty in that shootout against Cameroon. I remember that penalty. 2019, as a head coach, he loses a final against Algeria. And then he's here again. And when Mani talks about he being the most criticized coach, you look at what he's done with this Senegalese team and you ask yourself, why is
what are the standards there?
Yeah, honestly, why are they going at him like that?
For a country that have no proper football in history.
He becomes he's the first ever Senegalese manager to qualify them for a World Cup. He's made, in fact, in the 2017 AFCON, they lost out on penalties in the quarterfinal against eventual champions Cameroon. So it's one of those things that it could have gone anyway. He goes to a final in 2019, goes to a final in 2022, and then people still have the nerve to get up and say he's not a good
He's
enough.
at the verge of
If I were Cisse, I'll leave after this.
Look, I will.
Right away.
Maybe after.
Don't allow him to leave. He has to play the playoff.
Yeah, maybe after the
against
playoffs.
Egypt.
But look,
Maybe
he's
after
done,
the playoff, if they're to qualify, if I'm the one, I'll take the team to the World Cup.
Look,
then after the World Cup,
he's done such a
I'll say
fantastic
goodbye.
job, and I think some of the criticism is very unfair. But on this game, look, I'm not one of those who. It's not about whether this team played better than this team. Senegal came with a game plan trying to win it within 90 minutes, maybe 120 minutes. Egypt came with a game plan trying to force it into penalties. I don't think that you can't sit somewhere and say this is a bad game plan or this is a good game plan.
Not at all.
They were solid. They were able to take the game to 120. My point is, if Senegal were better, if Senegal were clearly better on the field of play, then they should have scored. But they weren't, because Egypt matched them in terms of defense. They came back, they were very compact. The goalkeeper is there to do his job, Gabaski. So you can't say, if not. No, he's in the pole to save chances that come his way. And he did so. So I think, look, it was a very even game. Both game plans looked like they work. And it came down to penalties. So you see, it's one of those things. We could clearly see from the quality of penalty kicks that both teams were very prepared for the shootout. And look, these are some of the things that we like to see. This is a fantastic advert for African football. The whole world was watching. We are very sure that the whole world was watching this particular game. Even the storyline between Mane and Salah.
Yep.
It's just
And what actually happened before he missed that penalty? Salah talking, he going there, say, "Come on, go in."
So it's look. It's nice. I'm happy for the Senegalese. Finally. I was sitting there when Mane's penalty came and I just smiled to myself. But it took me back to 2015 when coach's first statement was, if this Senegalese team hadn't won, the footballing gods wouldn't have it. Then the footballing gods have been very unfair to Ghana, because we've had generation after generation after generation. And in 2015, when we were 2 goals up in the penalty shootout,
it's our own.
Coach, don't do that.
It's our own indecision.
Coach, don't do that.
The first choice, we picked two
that.
inexperienced players who had not been at that level to go and take penalty.
That's true.
Once we had established penalty takers
But the ones that missed, for example.
Yes, I mean those ones.
Have
you seen him take penalty before?
Hold on.
And Frank Achampong.
Frank Achampong was brought in specifically to take the penalty. You know why?
No. You see?
He was taking penalties.
He was an established penalty taker.
At where?
From Anderlecht to China.
I've never seen him take one.
Of course you don't watch Chinese league.
And what about Free
the
Aqua?
Belgian league?
The Free Aqua,
yes, that is inexcusable.
We had Harrison Haffo he should have been part of the best 5.
You see, but coach,
he's gone to the
so you're saying it's our own doing.
No.
Fence.
Some of these things you never really know. Because coach, relax. Relax. We've spoken to the players. Coach, relax. We've spoken to the players. We've spoken to managers.
Yeah.
It is not a manager. You see, you can have your plan, but when it comes to that crunch moment, and I tell you, Fence, you are supposed to take a kick, and you freeze out, and you chicken out. I'm not going to force you to.
Listen.
So you can't say. Before you know, Harrison Haffo didn't want to take a penalty.
Let me tell you, as a coach, you don't decide who takes the penalty when we get to penalties.
I'm not saying you decide.
What?
But even if I know I'm supposed to be one of the first 5 and the situation comes.
No, they're checking out.
I can chicken out.
And I'm saying
I'll tell you what.
And I'm saying that.
The Ajwambadu that you speak of, Ajwambadu speaks of a story from the 2009 shootout before he took the winning kick. He said when he got to his 10, after a dare miss, when he got to his 10, he said he looked at...
It wasn't his 10.
Yeah, it wasn't his 10. No. He said he looked at
the next
David Addy. And David Addy said,
He
wouldn't take it. Then he looked at Ajima, Opoko Ajima. Opoko Ajima said he wouldn't take. And he told them, but you, Opoko Ajima, you play in Qatar. If you miss the penalty, your plane to Qatar is just here. From Egypt to Qatar is 2 hours. He says, you, David Adi, you play in Denmark. If you miss, your flight to Denmark is 3 hours. Me, if I miss, now I have to do 6 hours to Accra. Okay, and from Accra, I'll take bus. So already,
that's two players who chicken out. Causing
that player chicken out.
So you never know where it happens.
That is another 20 level. They are allowed to chicken out there. Not at the Xenex of the game. What are you talking about? So Azima Bedu, the experience he went through at under 20 puts him in a better position in that 2015 than Afriye Aqua and
here's a question.
And Frank
Here's a question. How much did that experience come to play when Eddie went to take the penalty in the 2010 World Cup?
But Eddie's penalty. Listen, friend. I am saying that give yourself, if I'm a head coach and I have Ajima Bedu, somebody who has been part of a penalty-taking history and have a free Aqua, who will you pick?
I said the same thinking went into choosing Eddie for the shootout against Uruguay. But
and I'm saying that Eddie can step out and miss. That was your best footing forward. That's what I'm saying. Put your best footing forward. I'm not saying automatically don't score, but it is better than putting somebody who has never been there before.
Let me just quickly give you this example. 2012 Euro semi-final, Portugal versus Spain. Bruno Alves was supposed to take the third kick. He was going to take his kick, but there was a discussion before, and he was afraid. So as he approached, and you guys remember, as he approached the ball, Nani quickly ran and told him, okay, let me take this one. Nani kicked it and scored. And now, of course, because he has switched places with Nani, he was supposed to kick. There was another discussion because Bruno Alves was still afraid, and they told Cristiano Ronaldo to go and take it. Ronaldo said, no, you go and take it. Bruno Alves goes, he misses. Fabregas comes, he scores, and that's the end of the shootout.
The fact is,
human beings are human beings. It's not whether you are 17.
It's not whether you are 17. But you also have to understand what Daniel is saying. Look, that even at the highest level, the best players can chicken.
Yes, things happen.
You see, you can freeze, you can chicken out. But as a coach, if you are part of my best five, you go in there.
The coach is not there. He's not standing there.
No, he selects step up.
No, but he's standing at the bench while the 10 players are on the pitch.
If you put me at 3 and I say I can't kick, what are you going to do?
We'll have to take a break.